This coverage is being brought to you by 28 Mobile. What's up everybody, this is Danny, and today I'm going to be looking at the Sony Xperia Z1 Compact. Everybody is different and not everybody wants a huge phone, so this is Sony's answer to somebody that maybe likes the iPhone size but wants a powerful Android handset. This device takes all of the power and specs from the Z1 and shrinks it into a smaller form factor, hence the name Z1 Compact. It is available right now unlocked. It's about $540 roughly, but the prices are going to fluctuate, so make sure you check 28mobile.com for latest pricing. So let's go ahead and take this out of the box and see what comes with it. And I opted for the white one. That does come in 4 different colors, and there is the white version of the Z1 Compact. So let's go ahead and put this to the side and see what comes in the box. It does come with some nice looking white headphones, so I'll definitely check these out. The other Sony ones have been pretty high quality, so I'll let you know in the full review. And here is the USB to micro USB cord that is very typical of any device out there right now for charging and data syncing. And there are some earbuds for the headphones. And here is a whole bunch of literature. I mean, startup guides, warranty stuff you're probably never going to read. And here is the international wall plug. For some reason, this version does not come with the MHL adapter that I've seen in some of the other unboxings, so this must be a different revision. Let's go ahead and take the front and back plastic covers off, and there's always something so satisfying about taking those off. I don't know why, but let's go ahead and boot this thing up. And there is the Z1 Compact with the 4.3-inch 720p display. And this display has many improvements over the original Z1, and I'll show you that later on. But before we look at anything else, let's take a hardware tour of the Xperia Z1 Compact. On the right side, you will see that familiar power button that is made of metal with the volume rocker switch and the dedicated camera key, and also a lanyard in that corner. And you will also see a single speaker grill with the speaker and the microphone integrated into one. On the left, you'll see 3 covered flaps. One is for the micro USB port, one's for micro SD card expansion, the other one is for the micro SIM card, and you will see the connector there for accessories. Up top, you will see the exposed 3.5mm headphone jack, and also you will see the 2-megapixel front-facing camera there and your appropriate sensors by the Sony logo. Above the Sony logo, you will see the earpiece, and what's awesome is that the LED notification light is built in right into the earpiece, so that is a very nice touch. So I went ahead and booted it up and set it all up because that just takes forever. And when you unlock the screen, you will see this 720p display, which we will compare to the Z1 later on. But look at how responsive this is because it's running the Snapdragon 800 processor with 2GB of RAM. So you would think they would sacrifice on power here, but this is exactly the internals that it needs to run this super quick. Now, this is only running Android 4.3 at this moment, but the 4.4 update is getting pushed out right now, so by the time you see my full review, I will have 4.4 KitKat on this device. My most natural comparison here is the Z1 Compact versus the iPhone 5S, because the 5S is the most popular pocketable handset that's out there. So do you guys want to see a versus video on this? Let me know in the comment section below. Quickly looking at them side by side, definitely the iPhone has the advantage on thinness, and also the Z1 Compact is a little bit taller and a little bit wider as well. So when it comes to the actual form factor, the iPhone has a thinner profile. Now here it is next to the Nexus 5, and here it is next to the LG G Flex, which is huge. It just makes the Z1 Compact look super tiny. And there is the original Z1, which the Z1 Compact is based off of, and you can see how much smaller the Compact is versus the original Z1. One of my biggest gripes about the Z1 was the quality of the display, and even though it was 1080p and it was sharp when you first looked at it, under different viewing angles, it would get very washed out, as you can see on the left. But look at the right with the Z1 Compact. It does not do that anymore under extreme viewing angles because now it is an IPS display. So the improvements are definitely noted here. And if you're worried about the Z1 Compact display, don't be, because it is a phenomenal display. What's awesome about the Z1 Compact is that it retains the 20.7 megapixel G lens from Sony with LED flash. And I can't wait to put this thing through the test because it looks like the software is pretty much the same, but from what I've heard, it has some improvements over the Z1. You do still have to go into manual mode to shoot the full 20 megapixel shots, but in superior auto mode it does shoot in 8 megapixel, but it'll just let you point and shoot, and it will just calculate the best possible shot for you. Of course, there are a lot of software features here like time shift burst and AR mode, so let me know what you want to see in the full review of this camera, and let me know what Android device you would like me to do a versus video with this, since this is a 20.7 megapixel camera, maybe the GS5, maybe the new HTC One. Let me know what you want to see in the comment section below. Even though this is a 4.3-inch 720p display, it looks extremely sharp, and look at how responsive it is. I just cannot get over how fluid it is, but I think that has to do with the 720p display. It has very powerful internals, so it's not pushing as many pixels around, so it definitely makes for a smoother experience. I really appreciate how compact this device actually is. Look at how it handles in the hand. You can get to all parts of the screen, and it is definitely very manageable. But this wouldn't be a Sony device if it wasn't waterproof, right? So this is waterproof, and here is the test of it right here. And you can even submerge this up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. So if you're all about waterproofing, then the Z1 Compact will be the phone for you. So no problems with this. I've done plenty of water tests, even with the Z1, the Xperia Z even, and I have no problems with it, and you're gonna have no problems with this either. Just turn it back on and it's going to work just fine. The display is responsive. This is exactly like all of the other Sony Xperia products with waterproof properties. If you're planning to buy this unlocked and using it in the United States, T-Mobile might be your better bet because it does have HSPA Plus and it also has full LTE capabilities for T-Mobile USA. But AT&T, it has HSPA Plus, and it also has some limited LTE properties as well. So if you're using the 700 megahertz band, then I think it's not supported. But if you're using some other bands in your city, then you may have luck with the Z1 Compact, because I have read in some of the forums that they are getting AT&T LTE on this device. So what I'll do is I'll test it out. I have an AT&T SIM card as well, and I will see if I pick up LTE and let you know in the full review, or follow me on Twitter at SuperScientific, and I will keep you guys updated. Using this device for about 24 hours now, I can tell you that this display is beautiful. And it's kind of weird having such a compact phone because I'm just not used to it, because all of my Android devices I've been using have been about 5 inches and above. So this thing feels pretty small, but compared to the iPhone, it is definitely a bigger screen. And I am actually enjoying the compactness of this phone. I'm wondering if the screen size is going to hinder me enjoying multimedia since I'm used to much larger screens, but I'm telling you, the quality of the display is definitely what's hooking me here, and I'm very impressed with the quality of the display on the Z1 Compact so far. Software-wise, it is still running the Sony skin or the Xperia UI and looks very similar still. There's really not much updated here. There's some few minor visual tweaks here, but nothing has really changed on this UI so far. So I'm going to go ahead and dig into this, and I will let you know in the full review. But once again, as you can see, very snappy on animations, very quick on touch response. Alright guys, well that does it for me on the unbox and overview of the Sony Xperia Z1. So let me know in the comment section below what you want to see in the full review, and I definitely want to do more versus videos, so let me know what you would like to see this paired up with or have it go head to head with. And please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching guys. Follow me on Twitter at SuperScientific, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.